Hey guys, hope you are doing good. Welcome back to another video from Guide to NID. And this video is all about logo design. Whenever you get questions in your design exams about logo design, or in general when you are doing a freelance project, there are certain things that you should follow before starting your logo design work. One of the most critical thing is to take reference from the right books. So this is one of the best books that a lot of professionals refer to when they go for logo design. It's a collection of one of the best logo design projects in the world. And you can see there are hundreds and thousands of different projects that are showcased based on industries. And most of these projects are very good and highly international quality work. And there are case studies also. So I would say whenever you are starting a project, at least refer one or two good books about logo design. If you have time to read about different logos and the philosophy and the theory behind it, great. If you don't have that much time, even then, just flipping pages from good reference books gives you a lot of ideas. And this is one of the best ways to start your process. When you take inspiration, things get much easier. Okay. Now, second thing after referring to a good book is to use graph paper. This paper is very critical. Instead of just drawing on a plain sheet, you should use graph, because in anything visual, and particularly for logo or layouts or brochures, following a grid is very important. If you have your grids very well defined, your logo will definitely come out much better than without using the grid. So suppose I want to draw a logo for Millionaire Mindset. There's a Instagram channel called Millionaire Mindset and I want to draw a logo for them. This grid allows me to do at least 10-15 different options based on different shapes. So what I do is I just take one of my micron pens and I start drawing different options. And options, guys, are very important when it comes to any visual design work. You should not expect your first or second sketch to be the best one or to be the final design. That is what most designers lack. They lack the ability to do multiple options, to do extensive research, and to dig deeper into a concept. It is very easy for me to create just an M over an M and say, okay, this is the final logo. But is this logo actually is the right fit for the client, the industry, the end user which I am designing it for? See, all these things are getting designed for the end user. Your client wants to represent his company to his target audience in the best possible way, in a unique fashion. So, imposing your own personal taste to logo design is not the only criteria, is not a best way to judge a logo. Whenever you are trying to design a logo, there are three critical things. Number one is the story idea. What you want to communicate. Number two, target. Target audience. Whom are you targeting it for? Whom are you designing it for? If your target audience is, let's say, 18 to 24 year old, youth, then the styling of logo should be different from a target group of 40 to 60-year old. This is a very critical factor. Third thing is concept. What concept, what idea, what communication or message you want to deliver. So it's a combination of developing a concept based on the message that you want to deliver. And these three things are the crux of logo design. If you don't have a story, if you don't have a target, and you just design a random concept, then that is just a shape. If I say, if I just show you this shape and don't tell you the story behind it, that whether it's a Nike logo or an Adidas logo or whatever it is, then it is just a shape for you. It has no meaning. So always make sure that you have a strong story behind the logo. If there is no story, if there is no communication, if there is no written message behind it, then it is just a shape. You are just exploring a good looking shape. So always make sure that whenever you are starting a logo design project, you have a good story to tell and you have a good understanding of the story, the target user, and what you want to communicate. Then only you can build the right concepts. Okay. And then there are things which you should take care of when you are designing the logo as a graphic element. Number one is the grid. It should follow a grid. Number two, it should be simple yet unique. And number three, it should be good in black and white also. Always design your logo first in black and white. Never start with a color option. If the logo is good with black and white, it will be much better in color. You take any good logo and take a black and white printout of that logo or take a photocopy of that logo. It will still look good. For example, this Mercedes Benz. You getting my point? So these three things, if you follow in the graphic elements, it will definitely produce a good logo. Some things which you should avoid is creating this kind of illustration kind of logos. These are basically more of icons, good for an app or illustrations. These are not logos because these are not scalable. A good logo should be able to scale from a favicon size, which is basically a size next to your web URL, this size, to the size of a hoarding. If you scale down or scale up a logo, it should not distort, it should not lose its details. That is the whole idea behind a good logo. It should still be able to communicate, it should still be able to identify itself as a unique element. So these are the basics, guys. I hope you understand what I'm trying to communicate, what I'm trying to say, and I hope this video helps you in designing much better logos. If you have any questions, suggestions, please write in the comment section below. I'll try to answer. And if you like such videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would keep making such videos to help you go ahead in your design career. Till then, bye bye. See you in the next video.